A couple things I wanted to ask you. First, have you enjoyed math class second semester?
Yeah.
No.
Because usually you go math class, not a single high school student in the world is going to go, I enjoyed math class. But think a second. Is there anything in here that you actually did enjoy? This is your math class.
Mathman.
Math man videos. What about daily videos in general?
Yeah.
You think other math classes across the state, they have no daily videos, watching bad lip reading. Anything else? That's about it. You don't enjoy the Jones store? Getting to buy stuff? Like some people got to run it. Who ran it last week?
Me.
Samantha ran it. Jacobs ran it once.
Jones Dollars.
Jones Dollars, Jones Store, daily videos.
Not having to sit in desk.
Have you enjoyed something in your math
Not
class?
having to sit in desk.
Okay, so that's good. Just a thing.
Calculators, yeah.
Using calculators is good. Last hour said they enjoy getting to listen to music.
Having a
which is good.
famous bachelor as a teacher.
Which is now that's new. That's what's the case. So
No one else has one.
yes, that is true. No other math teacher in the state. They're probably gonna pit me against some doctor and some lawyer, but I'll give them more of their money. All their money.
Yeah.
No, they'll probably say it'd be like, this is Chris Jones, the math teacher.
Like, she'll be like, I don't like that.
Just be like,
Here's John
just be
Smith,
like,
the
I'm
doctor,
secretly an agent.
and
That's
here's
just my
this
cover
guy
up.
who's a
She's
lawyer.
probably like money.
I'm saying she a
And
gold
here's the
digger.
math teacher, only makes
But she
$30,000. So that's all right. I'll take him on. That's all. I know. She goes for money. She ain't worth it anyway.
You could be like, my band's about to take off, girl.
Just be like, oh, it's an American
The
reject.
conversations I have with my bandmates all week, they're like, you gotta wear a Simpleton shirt. You need to promote the band. You need to tell them the website. I was like, I don't think that's gonna come
You
up.
have to give us a shout out though. If
Yeah.
you need to say something, you have to give
I will.
us a shout out.
I will try to work it in.
Please.
I'm gonna know the questions she asked before she asked them. So
Just the
I'll
freshman.
think
though.
about it.
Just the
Not
freshmen.
Woodland, just the
Please,
freshmen.
just the freshmen.
Third hour.
Or third hour, just third hour.
Third hour freshman. Let me list them all off real quick. I gotta sand this joke.
Oh,
You'll be like, Haley_hires double 0.
Yeah, no, I'm doing that. That one person.
Yeah, and it beat me too.
Yeah, it would be Jacob.
Everybody forgets Jacob.
I don't forget the one who just shouts out answers.
They'd be like, and there's this
Or mine's like poor Taylor Swift album.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Hey.
when I record these, Sam,
says that.
Sam, did you have something you want to say?
I'm a famous ladies man. Please tell us about Objective 100.
I can do that. Let's go ahead and start. Okay. Solve a problem that can be represented by a one variable linear equation. Now, go think back to last week. Objective 99, you were given a word problem and you had to make an equation and you're done. This is the same thing. And some of them are the same problems, but you're not done when you make the equation. You have to make it, you have to solve it. So that's why 100 is a little harder. 99 is some practice on making equations, which is kind of tough. Reading stuff and making math out of it, that's tough. So let's look and see how this works. You'll see how the situations are the same, but you must solve it. We start off with this water coming, we're trying to fill a tank with water. It says the hose is filling the tank with water at 50 gallons per minute. But it's got a crappy drain, so as we're filling it, we lose 8 gallons per minute. So that's kind of how it works. If you ever try to fill water in the bathtub and it's like not holding the water the best, sometimes the water goes. How long will it take, or how many minutes will it take to fill a tank with a capacity of 2,940? First question is, what are we trying to find out here, Jacob?
How long it will take you to fill up the water tank?
How long to fill tank? Toss this marker out. It's not working very well.
What's this?
I know, off the rim and then off to the left. Oh well. All right, so our variable is going to represent what? If we have a guess.
Per minute, gallons per minute. Wait, capacity.
Now we know the capacity.
Gallons per minute.
We know the capacity. Think? Anybody know?
How many gallons we're losing?
We know we're losing 8 gallons per minute.
How many we're not losing?
Yeah. Read that last little sentence there, Jacob.
It says that. How many minutes does it take to fill a tank to a capacity of 40 gallons.
Now let me ask, what are we trying to find out? You just said it.
How long it'll take to fill a bucket?
How long it'll take to fill the bucket. That's time, right?
It's a big old
So what we're trying to figure, our variable should represent, man, we wish we knew how long it's gonna take. Like say that this was something you had to do, or you had to go fill a horse trough, or you had to go do something, and you have better things to do. How long is this gonna take me? That's what you wanna know. We're gonna use the letter T. We'll use T's, we'll use P's, we'll use X's some too. You know, I know we get used to using X's, but we want to kind of get used to knowing the variable is any letter we want it to be. So it's T. We're filling a tank. We got better things to do. So T is time. How long is this going to take? Here, let's create our equation. First off, we got water in, we got stupid leak out, and this is how big that tank is. You know, this big tank is going to take a while. So water's coming in at how many gallons per minute?
50.
50 gallons times every minute. So if it was 1 minute, we'd have 50 in. 2 minutes, we'd have 100 in. Except every minute we're losing how much? 8.
So you could
Goodness,
just,
who bought the crappy water tank that has a bad drain? It's going to take us forever to fill this horse truck.
instead of having to work it so much, you could just subtract 8 from 50
We're getting there.
and
We're
divide it by
That's what you're doing.
We're getting there.
What you're
Okay,
saying.
how big is this tank?
2,940 gallons.
2,900 gallons.
If this was objective 99, you're done. That's the equation you want to make. But it's objective 100, so you have to solve it. Now look at these. Jacob, you're right on. These are both T pieces, so we will do what?
Subtract them
Well, yeah.
Combine.
Take away the T's.
Subtracted that, combined them.
and make it 42T.
Yeah, combine like terms, which it makes 42T.
And it's 7.
Yeah, and then, well, how do we get 70? What'd you do?
Divide by 42.
Yeah, that's a coefficient on your T. Get it off. And you got T equals 70. Is that one of our options?
Yeah.
There we go. 70 minutes. I hope they're paying you a good hourly wage to fill that thing up. That's a whole hour and 10 minutes.
Dude.
Oh yeah, here we go. Percentage that I make this in a I already missed a marker.
Oh, you're gonna miss
I
it.
know, what's percentage? I was 1 for 4 last hour.
1 for 4, that's 25%.
Take 25, 1 in 4 chance here.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss it.
Miss. Make.
You heard my confidence.
Miss. Make.
Rimmed out.
You're 0 for 2.
So did you
It's
guys
funny 'cause
did you
we'll
guys
do
watch
that. We're like,
the
yeah,
Thunder game the other day? You see that buzzer beater
Yeah.
shot?
Yeah.
How do
They
we
got
get in
beat by the
trouble
Pelicans.
and we make our shots?
I know.
Here's what I told last
That was
time.
crap.
If you wanna shoot in the trash can, if you just ask, I'll say yes or no. If I say no, don't worry, just go throw it away. If you're like, can I shoot this? No. Can I shoot this? If I'm in a good mood?
Or if you're Jacob, you do it either way.
Don't do it either way. If you do it without asking, we might as well just
This
Go
guy
straight to the
doesn't
attention.
like you and he forgets you on TV, Jake.
I could care less.
be like, and Sam and Jeremiah and Braden and Haley and Rachel
Oh,
and
this
one-
other
and that
guy
one
is
kid-
And that kid that always
Don't forget
shoots
Tyler
in the trash can.
Shout out.
What?
I
And then he goes,
And Jake.
Jacob.
Jake's back
Where's
there.
the other one? Oh, there's Brent.
Okay,
Care less.
And Jacob's like, there's one shit.
we've got to get through like 4 more of these situations. So here we go. This one is also like one on 99. It's a bookstore. We sell books. A bookstore recorded a decrease in sale. Bad business this year. Decrease in sale from last year. Last year, from last year to this year, we experienced an 18% decrease. This year, we sold 11,972 books. How many did we sell last year? Now, here's just a thought. Did we sell more last year or less?
More. We sold more.
We had a decrease. We had a good year. We had a decrease. Now we have a crap year. So let's think. The question is asking what?
How many they sold last year?
Yeah. Last year's books. Should it be more or less than this year's books?
More.
Let's look at our answers real quick. Okay, that's more, right?
Yeah.
Is that more?
No.
No, it's not that. If you're like on your EOI and you go, man, I don't remember how we did this, use common sense. Sure as heck, don't say B. What about this one?
No.
No. Yeah, they sold more books last year, so it's got to be one of these two. Now we actually do have to do the work, but what I'm saying is, using like some test-taking skills, common sense would say it has to be one of those two. Now you got 50-50. Before you had a 1 in 4 chance, which is like me trying to shoot a free throw from here into that basket. Now you got 50-50.
You have 1 to 6 now.
Okay, choose a variable. I do not care. Do you want to use B or do you want to use X or do you want to use something else?
We should use C. C.
All right, who says X? Who says C? Oh, okay. I don't know why C? I'm not even B. We're going to use C. Create an equation. Also, here we go. Thought. This is our first percentage one. 18% when you're doing these equations is not 18. What is it?
0.18.
0.18. There you go. Mental thought, when you see the percentage come up, you're not going to ever use 18. 18% is always 0.18. Here we go. This is not a hard equation to make. What's the one thing we don't know?
Last year's sales.
We don't know it. That's our big variable. That's our big C. But what we do know is that if we had last year's sales and we took off 18% of it, subtracted off,
So
because we had a crappy year, subtracting off, what's this going to look like? 0.18?
Times C.
See, if you just said 0.18, that's not it. It's 18% of that last year's sale together. And then that would be this year's sales, which is, we sold how much this year?
11,972.
There we go. Here's your equation. Now, look on the left side. You got two pieces. Are they both C's?
Yep.
Can you put them together?
Yeah.
You got 1 C minus 0.18 C, so how much C do you really got?
0.19 C or 17? I don't know.
We got a calculator.
Negative 1.18.
Yep. 1 minus 0.18.
Oh, it's
Negative.
80,
Not
82.
negative, it's still positive.
0.82.
There you go, 0.82. 0.82 C. Guys, use the calculator. Like right now while we're doing it together, so you kind of are working these.
0.82.
Yeah. Look, put it
Dang.
in. You got them in front of you.
Smart.
I'm really
All right,
bad.
equals 11972. Now, your equation's got simpler, but what's this thing called?
Divide the.
That's your coefficient.
And we need to
Divide.
divide it off, and you will be done if we've done everything right up until this point. C represents our books. So what is it? It's one of these two. It's one of these two numbers up there.
14,600.
So what we get?
Oh yeah. If you're scoring
Like Jacob.
14,600. There you go. 14,600. All right. Next problem. Sandwiches, which just keeps reminding me of how much I want to open that Subway in Fairfax.
I swear I'd eat lunch every day instead of
I can do it. Jacob will keep me in business.
I will.
All right, here we go. Mr. Matthews is going to come to my Subway shop and buy a whole bunch of Subway sandwiches. He's got $12,042. That's a lot. He's feeding a lot of people. There must be like the whole school coming. He's doing this for a class reunion picnic. So this is how much he's got to spend. Keep that in mind. He's going to choose from 3 different kinds of sandwiches. Now the first one sounds absolutely disgusting to me. Veggie sandwiches.
Ew.
Then he's going to buy some roast beef and he's going to buy ham.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here's the info we got. A veggie sandwich is going to be cheap because there's nothing on it. It's bread and lettuce. It costs $3.60 for the worst sandwich ever made. The roast beef sandwich costs $5.40.
Whoa.
Now they don't tell us what the ham cost.
Don't
What they do tell us is he is going to buy 90 of each. He's going to be buy 90 of the veggie, 90 of the roast beef, and 90 of the ham. That's what they tell us. What is the most a ham could cost so that it all comes out to be this? No more. What do we not know?
Ham.
We don't know the cost of ham. One thing we don't know. So variable me, what do we want to use?
It's 480.
I heard an H for ham. Let's go H. I like H.
Ham.
Oh, I will wait capital H. H for ham. Now I didn't put little things under here, so you want to pay attention. We're going to add up our cost. First off, veggie sandwiches. How much do they cost?
$3.60.
$3.60. And how many am I buying?
60? Is that?
90.
90.
I'm buying 90 of each of them, so $3.60 times 90. Now roast beef.